you know, I don't have to see shower. I don't use all the features on it yet, so. Middle guy.
I don't know, because someone asked me that they could.
Oh.
They're a big athlete.
So it looked at it. It's just so dirty now and gross.
Just go back. Yeah, we're usually.
Posted a picture
Okay, so where do I send you?
over there looking this way.
To the Rockford?
That way.
Normally.
Normally.
Go there.
This way. This is amazing.
Would you have Todd with social media?
Like what?
Try and just send the link to the Bunker Center for the Arts Facebook page so people can
Stream it?
Not the.
Ooh, I gotta ask TJ.
Okay.
Yeah, ooh.
That's
So
cool.
he's gonna send it.
I don't
We gotta have the weather up. Happy like that.
Do you
Ask
know?
TJ.
Okay, I
Yeah,
don't know
he will,
where he
he'll
is.
know, he's probably in the front, at the front desk.
Okay.
Yeah, he probably knows exactly what to do very quickly. I'd be like, you know,
Hello. Welcome.
So that means Phoenix is down.
So there's still those things, right?
you want me to pass out? Maybe I should blindfold myself. For real, what about that chick who stands back with
Oh,
that
Sia?
CD thing?
Yes.
That chick, maybe I can do some more shit.
They were like a big wig that covers your eyes.
You know, I just can't.
Yeah.
I've done it before. I pass out. I psych myself out so bad.
Is it because you were on
So
what if you have on sunglasses?
I was thinking maybe if I make myself.
That'd be cool.
When I
First of all, you just can't move. I just have to
can't.
I just have to answer.
No, I can.
Oh, you must want to
And then
answer.
oh yeah, James Brown.
Right, you just
Their clothes and stuff, and like.
you don't come in and swear to stuff. You're gonna say always care. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Bad. I'm surprised it didn't fall down or something. But
Yeah.
everybody was like, oh, that was great. And I was like, I had contracted.
Yeah, I think totally sober.
I blacked out. So I mean, my brain just like could not. Yeah.
Yeah, that is really wow. I definitely feel a certain amount of nervousness. Like we talked about like with art and stuff, but when it comes to like debating people, that's like a whole other thing. Yeah, like it's weird because yeah.
Stand right or talk to people if I wasn't.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's completely different like environment at that point.
Yeah, when I did,
Okay, so that way you know.
to play. Like what you know, you can play one of the talking, you can play one of walking off.
All right.
Thank you. This is gonna be right now. We have that. And then you can choose to do performance.
The new Animal Crossing.
Thank you guys for joining us.
No, well, last time we were at her house, and then I think I remember looking at the pocket, it was like 12.
You know, go down to history, I remember nice to be heard.
Anywhere.
I'm short, I wanna sit up front.
There you go.
Yeah.
Seating on this side, and have seating on the other side.
Already?
Yeah.
That's fast. You seen it? It was like, yep, slots. Years of fun, eh?
Hi, everybody. My name is TJ Templeton. I'm the gallery director here at the Bunker Center for the Arts. Raise your hand if you have been here before. Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. We have 10,000 square feet of studio and gallery space here. We rent out studios to artists and have rotating exhibitions. Currently, we have about 12 tenants, including myself. We have an open studio right now if you know somebody who's looking for one. Right now our exhibition is $500 and under. Gift show, small items for holiday gifts. They are in the front 3 galleries. So during intermission, if you're interested, go take a look and I can take your money. If you want to buy something and take it home with you tonight, I'll be happy to do that for you. We do First Friday receptions, so if you guys do the First Friday art walk, it's always kind of fun to come here. You've seen the size of the place. You can hang on for a few hours, and it's you'll always see something new. So I just want to say thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
I'm so excited. I hope y'all excited. Y'all excited?
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Does it look like I'm nervous? Because I am, for real. No, I'm not. So, as TJ said, welcome to the bunker. My name is Karen. I want to welcome you all here and thank you for joining us tonight. So, be prepared for the stories you're going to listen to. Some of the stories are going to make you laugh. Some of the stories are going to make you cry. Some of the stories are going to help you connect. But we gotta have this audience participation, so you guys have to be involved and connect with us, okay? So here's how you all are gonna connect with us. I'm gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, help us bring to the stage. And I'm gonna say that for every single person. And you all have to do like this. Lights, let me see you. Lights. Come on, give me some energy. It's 7 o'clock, I'm tired as hell. Come on now. Lights. Lights. Camera. And then what's that last word? Action. Okay, so that's cool. We got it? So let's do a dry run just to make sure y'all got it. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me bring to the stage our next storyteller.
Lights. Camera. Action.
Oh, I think we're good. Storyteller, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. Please take note. This is our very first storytelling gig that we're hosting live here at the Bunker Center for the Arts. If you like it, please help us support it to get more. And then I'm going to have an option for everybody else to join us, okay? So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me bring to the stage our very first storyteller we have here at the Bunker, no better than yet than Lady Heather.
Lights. Camera. Action.
Right. That's awesome.
So Tyrone will be accompanying me. This is my amp. Can I just point this out? I'm like so happy about it. Can you actually hear me though? Everybody good? Okay. So years ago, my cousin and I went to the Glore Psychiatric Museum in St. Joseph, Missouri. Anybody ever heard of it? Been there? Everyone should go at least once in a lifetime, okay? And we get there, and there's this exhibit from pharmaceutical manufacturers in the 40s, 50s, and 60s for anxiety medication. And I see this illustration, and this one ad just gets me because it says on the headline, "Have you lost your joy of vacuuming?" And in the ad is this illustrated, literally a cartoon character of a 1950s housewife, white suburban housewife, who clearly had lost her joy of vacuuming. If only she had this antidepressant that they were selling, or this, really what it really was back in those days was a horse tranquilizer, you know? And there's something about that just stuck with me. Okay, cue the pandemic. Yeah. And I'm a remote office worker in a suburban neighborhood. My home office is in the basement. Now, I've been a remote worker for years, but there was something about the pandemic as it raged on and everything got locked down that I lost my joy of vacuuming. I didn't want to clean or be on a screen any minute more than I absolutely had to. So what is my choice? Nature or a tranquilizer? Okay, so let's all be honest. Started with the tranquilizers, which meant, you know, I tried the, you know, the alcohol, Zoom, wine, whatever, that just wasn't me. And thank God for that, right? I don't watch TV. I haven't since the 45th president of the United States was elected, and my TV broke, and I thought, I just don't want to see it. So that's out. So let's try nature. But where can I go? I don't know if you remember March, April of 2020, but all of the state parks closed. So my cousin tells me an idea. We could go to Arkansas, and we can mine quartz crystals and diamonds in the mountains of Arkansas. She'd been watching this YouTube channel. Shout out to the crystal collector. And she was in love with this idea of rock hounding, so we decided to do it. Now, Arkansas is actually a place we've called home before. I grew up there. My grandfather had a piano and organ business there. My niece was born there in Hot Springs. My aunt was an entertainer at the Vapors there. So Arkansas is like kind of home. I've lived a lot of life moments and memories in Arkansas, but it's a pandemic, and it's that time in history that making an 8-hour trip or a 12-hour trip means that you're going to be going into a lot of convenience stores, and those are already sketchy, right? A lot of sketchiness no matter where you go. And we thought, we can do it. We can do it. We'll be safe. We're going to wear masks. We're going to load up on hand sanitizer. We're going to load up our ice bucket, and like we'll pee in the woods. We can do this. We'll really minimize our social distancing. So we do. We make it. We finally make it to the mountain, and just like you would expect, it looked apocalyptic. There you've got all of this dirt and mud and clay and hawks and birds singing, actually. And you're the only one. And so we get our buckets out of the trunk, we pay our miner's fee, and we walk up the mountain and we start digging. And we dig. And we're getting dirty. Guess what? Not cleaning means winning, okay, right? The other thing is I can't be on the screen because guess what? There's no flipping Wi-Fi for like 30 freaking miles. So I'm not gonna be on the screen. Guess what that means? Winning, right? So we keep digging. We set up. We stake our claim in a mountain of mud and clay, and I dig. And dopamine is going off in my head because there's a crystal. And there's a crystal, and there's a crystal, and I'm filling my freaking 5-gallon bucket. I'm ready for another one. Now I'm gonna now I'm moving up, okay? I'm grabbing rocks, and I'm hauling them, and I'm putting them in this bucket. And I dig, and I'm losing that inner dialogue that was so worried and so anxious, just like that 1950s housewife was. And I dig, and I literally squeal out. And to God and the sun and everyone. Have I found something that I was missing? Have I found joy? I wanted to tell you that it's exactly what that felt like. No anxiety. No thinking about what my next step was or worrying about the future. Just actually putting my hands in the earth and finding something in it. Something like this. And that is the angel's cocktail food. That is an antidepressant. Maybe it's whatever you think about a crystal, whatever you think about rocks, and what they may mean or not mean. It's the journey, and it's the idea that you can really connect to yourself, and it's not something wrong with you if you don't have the joy of backing. Something is wrong with where we're at. And I hope you get a chance to go out into nature and find your joy like I did. Thank you.
Did you guys enjoy that first story? Yeah. Anybody want to go digging? Yeah. Okay, let's get with Heather. So I'm already looking, and I'm so proud of you guys because no one had their phone, and that was one of the housekeeping ads I was guys. Please don't video because we want you to connect with the artist. It is on Facebook Live, and it will be on our Facebook for the Bunker Center page, so you can always go out there and look on that page. But I will ask that when each storyteller gets done, I forgot to give you another rule, tell you what to do, is that when each storyteller gets done, if everybody can do like this, 7, 7, 7, 7. Let me see. 7, 7, 7, 7. Good. So that's what I'm going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a 7, 7, 7, 7. So that means you're going to give them applause after their story. So our next storyteller, now, I think she may be a little scared. I don't know. But then again, I think she's going to be just fine. So this next storyteller, matter of fact, I love it when they arrive on the scene. I think it's the most beautiful thing. So our next storyteller is going to be Miss Christine. So ladies and gentlemen, what are you going to say?
Lights. Camera, action.
Oh, so change of plans. It's gonna be Darlene, not the other.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? Well, listen. She's gonna start the timer from. I'm gonna start the timer because I don't want to cheat myself out to 7 minutes. All right, my 7 minutes start. Hello, everybody. Hello. Well, Mr. Tyrone, I might need a little help. Okay. This is my first time up here, so I want to tell y'all this little story as a little girl that mesmerized me, and I need everybody to help me figure it out. Okay, but the story is, I have a twin sister. Her name is Charlene West. My name is Darlene West. Okay, so when we was little kids, you know how we run the place. So by me being a twin, we're very much closer than you and your sister. You know what I'm saying? So as we twins, we running around playing in the house. So we had these doors that the old-fashioned doors, like halfway the door is wood and the top up here is glass. So we running. So I'm chasing behind her. Now she's little. She's shorter than me. I'm tall. Running behind. She closed the door on me. Back. And as soon as she closed the door, my whole face went through the glass. So I cut, all my eyes got cut out. All this got cut out. I looked at like the show Beauty and the Beast. So I'm a little girl, 12, 13. So as we go, Mom and them going fishing. So you know, we get whooping for playing in the house. So, but now I'm so scared, I don't know what to do, y'all. I get in the corner. I sit down. I'm bleeding face, everything. So let me call Mama. We gotta call Mama. We gotta get Mama and them off the fish creek. And this is a true story I'm telling y'all. And I'm actually writing a book about it because it still mesmerizes me. But I pass out. Now I'm in the 6th grade. Okay. When I pass out, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know nothing, y'all. As I'm laying in the hospital, I don't even know if I'm in the hospital. I don't know nothing. I guess being a little girl, I'm so in so much pain until they kept me with medication so I won't feel anything or remember anything. So now that all of a sudden, I'm sitting down, I'm in the 6th grade. My memory come back, I'm sitting in the class. Benny, I see the teacher. I look at the teacher just like I'm looking at my lady right now. Darlene, I said, ma'am, can I go to the bathroom? Can I go to the bathroom? Now this my memory come back, babies. I'm not lying. I go to the bathroom. I look in the mirror. Now remember y'all, all this cut up, ears cut up, whole face cut up in pieces. I go to the mirror. I see myself like this. I don't see no more cuts. I don't see my eyelid hanging no more. I don't see all this cut up. I don't see nothing. So, all the days of my life as a little girl, my memory left me. I don't have a mom and a father no more. They're resting. I never had the chance to ask them, what happened? Mama, y'all, what happened to me? How my face get back normal again? I'm serious. And that's why I tell y'all my story is amazing and it mesmerizing because right now I'm 51. And I still don't know what happened. But the only thing I can say, God is good to me. Because I'm sexy today.
That's right.
So I'm serious, ladies. I am trying to write a book about this. And I hope y'all be my big supporters. I promise, I hope you do. Because I'm telling the truth. I was 23, my mom was 63. So I had an old school mom. Old school dad. My mom left me in 93. I was 23. I battled this world by myself. Never became a hoe, never became a prostitute. I fought all of you by myself without my mom. Oh, we got our dads, but ain't nothing like moms. You understand? So I'm 51, and I'm the baby of 16. And I'm the last of the 16. And nobody can tell me anything. Nobody still can't tell me nothing. So what I'm gonna do with that, I'm gonna do just like I've been doing, just like it was meant to be done. I'm gonna leave it dead. I'm gonna leave it right where it's at. Because I look at myself today and I wonder, did I look like that? Do I have my real face? Is this my face, or did they make up a face for me? And I'm letting y'all know, I'm still wondering that. And my twin passed and left me. Never had a chance to say, Charlie, what happened while I was gone? What did you ask Mama? Did you ask Mama, where was I? What did she tell you? My memory left me. I forgot to ask questions. Now my twin gone, my mom gone, my dad gone. And that's about the ones that was in the house. It was more of us. But everybody run around doing their own thing. And when there's 16 children there, you can't pay attention to everybody. Now your sisters become your mom. Your brothers become your dad. Because mom and dad got to go to work. So now I got to rely on my sister. Matt, you remember what happened? No, darling, I was at work. I don't know what happened. They are so scared, like they're scared to tell me. Don't be scared. I tell them, don't be scared. I want to know. It ain't going to scare me. It ain't going to frighten me, because look at me today. It's a big blessing for me. But I want to know, why in the world are they hiding that from me? I called them right now like 3 weeks ago, a month ago. Matt, y'all, do y'all remember what happened to me? Can y'all please tell me? Darling, I was working. I called my brother. Do y'all remember what happened to me? Oh, no, darling, no. Do you remember what we was at? Told me all these kind of stories. My time is up. I'm so sorry, y'all. And I'm still wondering what happened to me, all right? And I'm going to end it like that. I'm so sorry I ran out of time. But I had to get that out. Thank you.
777 applause. You're more than welcome. Wow. Anybody got a roll of toilet paper? So remember I said you're gonna cry a little bit, you're gonna connect a little bit, and then some of you may have a question too. What happened to me? Why me? You heard her story, right? She just want to know, like, how is this possible? So I just want to make sure I open up the door and let you all know this is a safe space. And we're probably going to open up and ask people to join us once a month to come in and share your story. Take notes, you only got 7 minutes. I know you've been around here 50-something years. Not you. No, but you see, 7 minutes is a long time if you really think about it. But you can do your story in 7 minutes, because the reason why I know, because Jimmy John's can sell you a sandwich in 3. And all they telling you is the sandwich is fast. They don't tell you if it's got mayonnaise, mustard. I'm just saying, damn sandwich. Our next storyteller we're going to bring to the stage. I'm excited to hear this story. This woman has been holding her story locked in. And the reason why I did ask everyone to help us to do this, because we lock in and we don't heal. And I have a young mentor that just turned 27 years old and said, you gotta unlock it. You gotta heal within. And so this next person is gonna share her story, and I hope it inspires you all as well to really let go. Because you guys know we're going through a lot of stuff right now, and we're not letting go. And so please help me bring to the stage our next storyteller, Melody. Here we go.
Hey, how's everybody? Good. I have a question. By show of hands, I want each of you to raise your hands if you can answer this question. How many of you have that one friend or family member that you can brag about, that's lit in your eye, that you can clap for, that you're proud of, that every accomplishment that they've had to face, every issue that they've had to face, they have accomplished that goal? Show of hands. I want to see. Wow, that's it. That's a lot of people. Okay. Well, I met a little lady who shared a story with me about her grandson to tell me just about his accomplishment and how proud she was of him. You guys ready? Yes. It's a really interesting story, I promise you. It's very encouraging. So with your seat backs and your tray tables up, strap your seatbelt on, let's go. So I met this little lady, and she was talking about her grandson. Her grandson was born, in a matter of speaking, as a heavyweight champion of the world. And here's why. When he was born, he weighed in at 11 pounds. 11 pounds, I kid you not. So in an effort to deliver him, on his way out, he got stuck at his shoulders. Because he was 11 pounds, he was very broad shouldered. Couldn't get out. From the neck up, you could see everything out. From the shoulders down, stuck. Could not get out of the birth canal without assistance. That was a little devastating to his family because what do? We didn't know that this child was going to be this big. Here's this 11 pounds. Wow. So in a panic to deliver him, the doctors reached in and snatched him out by his left arm. And by snatching him out, it tore 2 nerves from the spinal cord in his left arm. They were devastated. After he was delivered, they immediately rushed him off to the intensive care nursery where he had to have oxygen. He had to have a little help breathing. He had to have special care in the intensive care nursery for 3 to 4 days. So after the doctors came and talked to his family and told them about what had happened, you know, that they had an issue with getting him delivered because he was so huge, they talked about he probably would never be able to use that arm without a little special care, surgeries, therapies, the like. So after he was released from the hospital, they went home. The very next week, 7 days after his birth, he started physical therapy at Children's Mercy. He had a long road to recovery. Now, the doctors told his family that he was probably not going to be able to use that arm again in a regular capacity, but they could not repair the nerves because they were ripped from his spinal cord. And we all know the spinal cord does everything for us. So if you reroute the nerves, we could get a little more mobility for him. So what they did, they started a plan for him. He was able to have some occupational therapy, some physical therapy to get his arm strong. Now, it would never be able to be used like his right hand and arm, but they did make a plan for him to move forward, to gain some strength, to use his arm as best as he could for the condition that he had. So moving forward, a couple years down the road, he had physical and occupational therapy 2 to 3 times a week for a long time. His grandmother goes on to say how tedious it was and how trying it was for their family because 2 to 3 days a week with a small child and who can't talk, you can't tell if they're in pain. You know how that goes. Children, when they're infants and small time, they don't really tell you how they feel. So you just have to go with it, and you do the best thing you know how to do. So she goes on to say that this little boy used to go bowling with his dad on Saturdays. And most boys want to do what daddy does. So he joins the Bumper Bowling League. Now, we all know that it only takes one hand to bowl. But since he had such a serious left shoulder injury, his balance was off. It took him a while to gain his balance, like we would just walk around. It took him a while. But by bowling and learning how to bowl, that helped him. That helped him increase his ability to balance better. So he would go to Bumper Bowling, and she told me that his thing was, all the little toddlers would do, they take the ball and they push it down the alley. Because he couldn't, pick it up just yet. So he'd get down there and he'd push it down the alley. And maybe he would have one pin to fall down. But that was the world to him, because he took it and pushed the ball as slowly as it went down that alley, and it hit one or two pins. He was batting 1,000. He learned how to bowl. He was happy. He was going with his dad. Thought he was the bee's knees because he could bowl and push that ball down that alley. Woo! Moving forward, he started to learn how to skate. He would go with his mother to learn how to roller skate. That's another activity that requires good balance, right? He got good balance from learning how to bowl, and then he's going to roller skate. How good is that? He can do that now. Moving forward from that, she was reminded how he wanted to play football. He got to middle school and wanted to play football. This young man had tenacity. He wanted to play football, but because of his shoulder injury again, he was unable to play football the first time he tried. The doctor said, no upper body contact. That's not going to work right now. We can't do that. He was a little devastated, but the plus to that was maybe next year. So next year rolls around. The doctors finally cleared him to play football. But here's the kick. He could only kick or punt. He could not have, and he could tackle or be tackled. He couldn't do any of that. So he was the best kicker they had, because he kicked that ball with such strength, and everybody was happy because he was happy. His family remembers sitting on the bleachers at the game on the very edge of their seats like, how's he gonna do this? What's he gonna do? You're sitting in the bleachers like, if he gets tackled, we're gonna run out of the stands and we're gonna be fighting people because they hit him. How? We can't do that. He mastered that game. He gets to high school, same thing. He wanted to play again, he played. His grandmother remembered a time where the coach told her, if all of these boys on this team had the drive and the tenacity that he has, we'd be a Super Bowl team in high school, because he would show up early to practice, stay late, study the plays to his heart's content. He would not take no for an answer. I'm thinking in my mind as she's telling this story, like, wow, I'm an adult, and how would I do that? Would I be able to do that? Would I actually be able to have that much drive to do something even though I'm told I'm not able to do that? I can't use my arm, I can't do this, I can't do that. Can I do that? No, I started to think to myself, no, maybe not. But whoever this little boy is, this young man by this time, I want to get to know him. And here's the thing about it. This little boy has so much drive, so much tenacity, so much determination. Who is this little boy? Where's he at? Let me talk to him. Because maybe I can learn something from that, from my adult self. But you know what? Here's the thing about that little boy. That's my son. My CJ. This little never-haired boy. You see how stories pull us together? You understand? I saw y'all nod. I saw some of y'all do like this. Okay, go. You need some makeup? You need some makeup? Not you, him. You need some makeup. You want to fix your eyeliner? I got some. So, how y'all feeling so far?
Great.
Feels good? Y'all like this?
Yes.
It's deep, ain't it?
Yes.
It is in the art gallery! You ain't gonna find this at no place else. I'm just saying. As you guys noticed, there was no cover charge because this is our very first one. But we probably will start charging eventually so we can support the artists and the storytellers who are coming and just support the bunker. In your seat, you did have a brochure. I would ask that you please support us Again, thank you for not using your phone, but if you want to talk like between the sessions, on the back of the chairs, I did put at the bunker, and then I'm gonna make a little announcement somewhere in between here too. But the next storyteller, I'm excited. You know, he's young, and I think his story is gonna be really fresh and will accept you with connecting with another culture, which I think is gonna be very good. And when he says, I'm ready, I said, well, come on, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me bring to the stage our next storyteller, which is Abby.
Woo!
All right. How are you doing, everybody? Thank you for coming in today. We appreciate it. So I am Abby Barreras. I am an illustrator and graphic designer. My work is inspired by Roy Lichtenstein, James Jean, and Shepard Fairey. My work commences by considering issues that affect me and those around me. So, with that being said, I believe that we're missing didactic discussions. All right, so we're gonna start in the year 1400, all right? In the year 1400, Tainos are roaming around Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Cuba, all right? So, everyone's pretty peaceful. Now we're gonna fast forward to the year 1491, all right? That's when Christopher Columbus comes into the island. And in that second voyage, he brings slaves from West Africa, and he has criminals from Spain, all right? So from there, we start pretty much losing our culture. Christopher Columbus starts indoctrinating the people. Cultures start mixing. There's a lot of genocide going on, all right? And some of the Tainos managed to flee to the mountains, all right? That's where the word Hibaro comes from. That's where it comes from. All right, so now we're gonna fast forward. You guys with me?
Yes.
Cool. We're gonna fast forward to the year 1783, all right? That's the end of the Spanish War, and that's pretty much when Puerto Rico became a commonwealth of the United States because Spain had to give over Puerto Rico due to the war. So that's pretty much how it happened. So now, in the year 1941, the U.S. Navy came into Puerto Rico, and they pretty much started doing bomb practices. Now, everybody thinks that Puerto Rico is pretty much one island. No, Puerto Rico has two islands on the east, Vieques and Culebra. I'm from Vieques, and the Navy mainly did their bomb experiments on the island. All right? Cool. So that was going on. The people were becoming affected. People were getting sick. Houses were being destroyed. People couldn't sleep because of that, because of the Navy. All right? So we got tired. So in the year 2000, we protested against the Navy. And in the year 2003, we managed to kick them out of the island. And till this day, the federal government is still cleaning up the island. And because of that, people are suffering from cancer and other diseases. And I leave Puerto Rico due to health reasons. And that's the end of my story.
Woo! Y'all want to go to Puerto Rico? Or y'all want some cigars? Which one?
I've been to Puerto Rico.
Did you like it? Good. So Abby is our newest baby here at the bunker, and I just really wanted, when I first met him, he had automatically inspired me. So what we're gonna do, guess what? We're gonna take a 7-minute break because it's 7 at 7. Abby, I'm gonna let you go to your studio because I want you guys to get a chance to go in Abby's studio. Dove, is your studio gonna be open?
Yeah.
Okay, Dove has a studio. She's gonna be open. I'm not letting y'all see my space because it's got junk in it. And I got a secret project I'm working on. No. So Abby is gonna go, so you'll go down the hallway and Abby will have his, and you go straight down the hallway, there's there. I will let you see Heather's, but Heather, that's where all the storytellers are, and I don't want you to whose is open?
Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix, Phoenix. Phoenix has her studio open. So we want you guys to tour, but here's what you gotta do. You gotta go Facebook Live or Instagram Live while you're going on the tour. How about that? See, now you use your phone. So we asked you go take a live tour and then come back and join us. How many minutes you got? How long is break time? 7. You ain't back at 7, you're gonna miss it. I'm just saying because the next storyteller is gonna be hot. On your mark, get set, go. 7. Maybe how about we give them 10? You want to give them 10, Heather?
No.
10. Okay, they said 10. Okay, 10 minutes. Oh, and Tyrone is our musician, so feel free to leave tips, no comments. You can leave the musician tips, no comments. I'm just saying tips only, no comments. Is that who's in the background? I think it's in the background. Hey, I should have known it'd be some pimps in the back. Ashley, it's pimps in the back. Okay, so Heather, can we move the tablet over there now? So that way we can touch it, only because they look, because the mic's here, and they're not gonna move it. Okay, but you decide. No, set it. Somebody set a timer for 10 minutes. Okay, so I got it right here. I got it. So put it on 9 now, Heather. Give them 9.
Got it.
Look, I told you. She spent the money on her hair.